Hey guys, Jeff Silverman here to talk to you today about the drama triangle. I can imagine from the name you're already thinking, oh no, but it's cool. Drama triangle is essentially what we're always going through when we think that someone else has wronged us. Now that's not to say people don't wrong us. That's not to say there isn't such a thing as a victim in the world. But rather we're addressing here is an internal experience as opposed to an external objective reality. So the courts determine who was a victim in such and such a case. But in our hearts and our minds, we determine who's a victim. And the unfortunate thing is that most people tend to think of themselves as victims. And so what it ends up looking at, like in the drama triangle, is a victim, a villain, and a hero. And the one thing that is always needed is a victim. Without a victim, the whole thing falls apart. Oftentimes, people will also refer to this as the drama triangle as like a drama square or quadrangle. I like to joke and say it's a quadrangle because there's also a bystander. So the victim, the person who was hurt; the villain, the person who was doing the hurting; the hero, the person who swoops in and saves the day; and of course the bystander, the one who just watched and did nothing. So let's say, pretty minor example, you're at work and you're in a team meeting and someone calls you out for a mistake you made. You go home and you're very angry and you feel hurt if they hurt you. So you're the victim. You're making yourself as a victim instead of standing in your own power. And this is usually where it all starts. Instead of standing in one's power, one feels like a victim. From there, we need to assign roles. So we assign the person that hurt our feelings, that essentially triggered us, is the villain. Who's the hero? Maybe there is no hero. Maybe we wish there was a hero. Maybe we want our boss to be the hero, and because our boss refuses to be the hero or doesn't even know he needs to be or she needs to be the hero, we make them out to be yet another villain because they're not doing their job as the hero. And everyone else in the office is the bystanders. Now, this happens quite often and we usually end up forgetting about it over time. But when we don't forget about it is with our immediate family. So whether it's with our spouse, our boyfriend, girlfriend, our child, our parent, our sibling, and on an almost regular basis, people have this experience of feeling like a victim. So, got another diagram for you. Right here, we have the drama triangle. Someone acts like a victim. The villain is constantly accusing people, pointing fingers, and the hero wants to rescue people. So, I can imagine that in your family you relate to one of these things. Maybe you act more like a victim, maybe you accuse people a lot and point fingers and get angry. Maybe you're someone who likes to swoop in and help people. Either way, there's a solution. If you act like a victim, the solution is be more realistic. If you are someone who likes to be the hero, instead of trying to save people, try and help them. Ask them what kind of help they want or need, but offer help. Don't try and save people. And for those of you who accuse and point fingers and are more aggressive in your personality, that's fine. But instead of accusing, give and ask for feedback. So instead of saying, you do this all the time, maybe, hey, I've noticed that oftentimes when I say this, you make this sound, and I'm wondering what that sound means. So giving feedback and then asking for feedback. So that sound means you're frustrated. Is there something I'm doing that's frustrating you? Can I have some feedback as well? And that's where we create a feedback loop. Feedback loops and calling ourselves out for where we fall in the drama triangle is essentially how we break down the barriers in conflict. This drama triangle mentality that creates so much conflict in the world. If we can break it down in our everyday life, okay, right now I'm feeling like a victim and I'm making you out to be a villain, and I know you're not trying to be a villain, and I'm just wanting to see what's actually going on here. So can I ask you a bunch of questions and you be honest with me? Hey, I feel the need to rescue you right now, and I want to honor the fact that you're your own person and you probably don't need to be rescued, but I'm wondering, is there anything I can do to help? Instead of, hey, like, what's wrong with you? Why are you always doing this? Hey, I've noticed that oftentimes you do this, and I'm wondering if there's something I can understand about you when you're doing it, something I'm not quite getting. So that's the feedback loop. If you're interested in exploring the drama triangle and how it appears in your family and deconstructing it, because wow, does it show up in 10,000 different ways, come on in. Once again, phone number is 720-504 3692. Talk to you soon.